we are actually talking about this Rayleigh model, right? And then the Richian model. We'll start from that. Just recall what we discussed. So this is the way how we represented ones and zeros, right? And now you have this y equal to xg plus n, that is a model as usual. It is a flat, so it is described with only one coefficient. X is what? Gi here, and ns nr plus j ni here, and this is what you receive in the receiver section. And we have 4 random variables associated with that. We already discussed about that. I am just recollecting that. So here we have this p and q, and this case we have this r and s, right? P corresponds to what? The real part, q is the imaginary part, r is the real part, s is the imaginary part. And we had a deduction rule, right? What is that rule? If p squared plus q squared is greater than r squared plus s squared, we say that it is 1 here. If it is other way around, p squared plus q squared is less than r squared plus s squared, we say that it is 0. So we have the deduction rule there, and we derived the expression for what? This probability of error. The probability of error occur when this p squared plus q squared is what? Greater than r squared plus s squared when 0 is transmitted. It is a conditional probability, basically conditional error, right? When 0 is transmitted, what is the error? In fact, when 1 is transmitted, the same error comes, and we can find out this probability of error, right? The combined error is very simple. So the probability of error is given as probability of error when 0 is transmitted into probability of 0 plus probability of error when 1 is transmitted into what? This probability of error here. So that is that probability of total probability of error, right, in that model. Thus, right? So once we know the conditional probability p of e given 0 or p of e given 1, then we can find out the total probability provided this prior probability p of 0 and p of 1 is known. Then we can straight away write this expression for this probability of error, right? But what we derived yesterday is what? The probability of error when 0 is transmitted. In fact, if these two are of equi probable, p of 0 and p of 1, if it is equal, it means that they are, what is that? Off and off, right? So if that is the case, right, it ends up with what? The same expression what we get in that, isn't it? Derived in the previous class, because the probability of error when 0 is transmitted and probability of error when 1 is transmitted, they are identical. So it is like half times k plus half times k, it becomes k itself. So that is the probability of error, I can even say to that extent, right? So now coming to this, today we are going to discuss about this Richian model. Right? So the only difference between this Rayleigh and Richian is, in case of Richian, we have multiple paths, right? We have this multiple paths for the transmission model, and we model this NR and NI, they are Gaussian with mean 0 and variance what? N0 W by 2, it is there in your notebook. But we also have this GR and GI, they are also Gaussian with variance what? Sigma square, and mean we assumed it as what? 0 in both the case. But now in case of Richian, we have this different. We have that mean for GR and GI, they are not going to be identical. They are having a different, because one of the path is that line of sight path. It means that we have a direct link from the transmitter to the receiver, so that dominates. So we have other paths, that is fine, but we have one of the paths which is dominating, and that is the reason the mean of the real and imaginary part, they are not going to be, right, 0. We have difference in that mean. Difference in the mean, we can call it as m subscript I for the real, imaginary part, m subscript r for the real part, right? mr plus mi, that is going to be that mean. We can even choose it as what? The mean of gi is mr, the mean of gi is going to be mi, not going to be that 0, right? For simplicity, we can even do this problem with that mr and then mi. The main idea is the mean of these two are not going to be identical. That's all. That is what the point, right? Right? So for this task, what I am going to do today, I am going to consider this mean of this. It is Gaussian distributed, that is fine, but this mean is mr here, and this mean is 0. I am just taking different mean. That's all, right? And I call this as m itself, no mr. M. The mean of gr is m, the mean of gi is 0. So now let me write the density function, this PQ and PQRS, how they are transmitted. So when 0 is transmitted, we get this P0, Q0, R0, and then S0 here. All are Gaussian distributed, right? So when 0 is transmitted, what happens? As usual, you get only that noise. So it is that Ni and Nr only. So in that case, the same thing will come, what we had it earlier. This is 0. So I don't want to repeat that job. This is N0 W by 2 and this is N0 W by 2. But only here we have some change. In case of R0, right, even this variance are going to be the same. So that also I will write it as here N0 W by 2 plus what? Sigma square A square. And here also we get what? N0 W by 2 plus sigma square A square, right? But the mean, we have the difference, right? So what is that mean? For R0, the mean I told, what is that R0? R0 is a real quantity, right? So you get what? The second term, when that is going to be what? This one, right? A, and you have this GR plus this NR is going to be there. That is going to be your R. Am I right? Isn't it? But this GR is not having the mean as what? 0. So if I take this expectation, you get A times expectation of GR plus NR. So what is that expectation of GR? I already declared that it is going to be M. So the mean is shifted as what? AM, right? A we already had here, A into M. Expectation of NR is going to be what? 0. So you get simply AM as the mean in this. But here it is going to be 0, there is no problem, right? So only this is the difference. The other things is the same what we did yesterday, right? We know we got this U as what? P0 square plus Q0 square and Vs R0 square plus S0 square, right? We are interested in finding out P of U greater than V, so that we know that it is U greater than V and then Fv of V dV. This is what we want to find, right? And we already found yesterday probability of U greater than V. As there is no change in that U part, I use the same result what we got yesterday. What is the probability of u greater than small v? See the notebook, e power minus v by a naught w, right? Is that right? So I will use that, right? And I have this fv of v dv. Now you see this looks like, the function of v, and that is multiplied with what? The density function dv. It means that it is like what? The expectation of, this is simply expectation of e power minus v by a naught w. If I replace this v we know that it is r square plus s square. I can write this one as expectation of minus r square plus s square by a naught w. Right? So this is double integral will come, and that is a function minus r square plus a square by a naught w, and we need to write